Hello, couch co-opers, couch potatoes, and couch codependents. This is the Couch Co-op Show, and I'm Ian, and today on the couch, tonight on the couch, this evening, this day, I don't know. I'm Dave. Hey, Dave.
Hey, how's it going?
It looks like it's just you and I tonight.
Yeah, I think we might be the two that have played what we're talking about tonight, so...
I know Mappy was talking about it. I know he's played some, but we've probably played quite a bit more than he has. But yeah, well, before we get into it, how you doing?
Good. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. You have a good weekend?
Oh, yeah. It's hot here in Oregon. Mid-90s. So.
Did you do any, rocketing? No, you didn't do any rocketing. You just
no, it was my wife's birthday.
Oh,
so
wife's birthday. Did you guys do anything fun?
Yeah, well, we went to the farmer's market, and then we went for a family barbecue, and, Ellen and sister went out on Friday night, so pretty good weekend.
Whipped it up, huh?
Yeah, they went to Selwood. They were back by about 9 o'clock, so it wasn't a wild one.
Cool. Yeah, I just took it pretty easy. Played video games, watched movies.
I did see a picture of you with your feet in a paddling pool.
Yeah, the dog's pool.
With a beer.
With a beer, it got up to what, 93, 94 today? I don't know.
Something like that, yeah.
And
it's meant to be like that for the next day or two, isn't it?
And so yeah, dog likes to play in the pool with the hose, and so I just put my feet in and play with the dog and drink beer.
There's something nice about that, yeah.
All right, well, the real reason... Well, I mean, not the real reason. The real reason we're here is because we do a video game podcast that we do every fucking week almost. And then you can watch that podcast on youtube.com/milkmanpictures, or you can find it on all podcast platforms. But you already know that.
The real reason is because Dave played a new game.
Yeah, in over 20 years now. It has been. Yeah. Sometimes it might feel like that, though. Yeah, tonight we talk about... the Death Stranding.
Fun little fact, though, before we get to that. I was looking at this game in this day in gaming.
Oh, you were actually going to do this? Okay.
No, and Metal Gear on the MSX came out 38 years ago in Japan.
Oh, that's interesting.
Kind of little interesting thing, considering we're talking about
a Kojima game.
A Kojima game, yeah.
Kojima. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're here to talk about Death Stranding 2 on the beach.
Yep.
We have both played it. But before we get into that game, just to kind of, so it's just the two of us, what is your relationship with the first game?
I platinumed it.
Oh, you platinumed it?
Yeah, I really, really enjoyed the first game, and I just didn't want it to end, and to be quite honest, I'm feeling the same about the second.
I don't even remember if I platinumed the first one. I don't think I did. Did I?
I thought I did because there's you got to get the 5-star, each of the locations levels up to 5 stars.
Yeah, I did not do that.
Build things, and yeah, I really loved the first one.
Yeah, it was quite. It was quite the different game, knowing, from the whole Metal Gear Solid stuff. It was quite a departure and a very weird, experience. A very...
Yeah, when you first play it, you're like, okay, so the game is just a balancing simulator.
Right.
And a load simulator, and you're like, this isn't going to be... But then the weird story elements start coming in, like the time fall and
all the weird characters,
ages stuff, and then there's all the kind of weird characters, yeah. And
enemies.
Then Mads Mikkelsen, is it?
Yeah,
that's how you say it.
Mads.
He's in it. Yeah, Mads. I must admit that's the one thing I'm missing so far from the second one. I kind of hoping there's a surprise cameo, but I don't think so.
Oh, you don't like the?
No, I like it. I just want Mads. I just want more Mads.
Yeah. I don't really miss Mads. I do. I really like the weird kind of Solid Snake.
Yes,
character guy,
ghost soldier.
Yeah,
I don't know what you'd call him. I don't know what his name is yet. I only just got introduced. So.
Yeah, that's just a very weird. It's kind of the same. Well, it's not, but it's kind of this. I don't know. He's a kind of a villain, I guess, in this game. Yeah, the first game was such a trip And
just the idea of like the beach, and then being able to detect
like the babies detect the
the breach
enemies.
yeah,
Like,
and,
how do you come up with this weird shit?
and you die, but like, and what I still don't understand what the thing is about when you die and you repatriate and come back, about why it goes down your gullet and you see the baby and it gives you a thumbs up or whatever. I don't get me wrong.
I think that's part of his dooms, maybe. I don't know. I don't even.
Yeah, I
that
know.
part I don't quite understand either. But this is different because like other people that die explode as a nuke, and
well, I voided out at one point on Death Stranding 2 and took out a whole area.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, early on. I can't remember why. That was it. I ended up fighting some beach things and they sucked me under.
Oh,
and
the BTs.
the BTs, and dragged me off to somewhere, and I voided out and like need to put a big crater in the map.
So did you watch? There's a kind of a recap in the game. Did you watch it?
I did watch.
I didn't watch it. I should have watched it. I mean, I kind of remember what happened.
Yeah,
but I don't really.
No, it's well worth a
is
watch, and it's not too late to watch it. And it doesn't take very long. It's more like stills with a voiceover of what's going on. So
gotcha.
Yeah, but it does a very good job of kind of not just recapping the story, but like recapping what the beach things are, and BTs, and like just the language they use in the game.
guess I remember most of that. I guess what I'm vague on is that Mad's character was like your dad.
Oh, gosh, I don't remember about like how he was related. Just remember he's like a crazy soldier.
Okay. Or that you were a beach baby or something.
Yeah. I keep meaning to
Baby?
read the recap.
I don't know.
But,
like, there's some stuff and I'm still like, I listen to things and then I forget them because then the game is just so, I don't know.
So much lore and
There's
so
like,
much like stuff going on.
Expository like stuff and why you need to connect things. And anyway, the first game you connect a network across America. You're successful, but then you decide that they ask you to kill Lou, your bridge baby, and Norman or Sam decides not to do that, and in this game he basically is on the outskirts of the world. He's living with the baby
a hideout,
and hiding by himself.
And the baby's no longer a baby, a toddler kind of.
Yeah. So enter this game, Death Stranding 2 on the beach. I think most of us played it. I think you and I played it. I think Jared played it.
Yeah. I think I borrowed Jared's copy. That's why I played it. So.
I don't think Aaron played it.
No.
And I don't remember if Scott was with us then. It might have been our game of the year that year.
I think it was, yeah, because it was 2019. It was just because I think I played it early on in the pandemic. I don't think I played it on release.
That's the other weird thing. This is like the game that like pre-told the fucking pandemic. Basically, it's like this weird Notre Dame Kojima thing that he has.
Again, it's for an empty world. It feels really full.
Yeah.
Like, the characters are pretty good.
So anyway, in this game, so what was your first impression when you booted up this game?
I'm like, this is... Well, after playing it for a little bit, I'm like, it's nothing revolutionary. It's like an evolution of the first game. The things I like about it is still the things I like, and the story's going to be wild, but I've just got to go with it. It's probably going to take at least 10 hours before I have any idea really what, even the basis of the story. And that was true. I mean, I don't know if we're going to do spoilers or whether this is really a spoiler. But
you can spoil as much because if you want to talk,
I was just going to say the majority takes part in Australia. So.
I think you take this with a grain of salt. We might spoil some stuff. I'm at the end of chapter 7, just about to hit chapter 8, and I'm 55 hours in.
I'm just started chapter 6, and I'm about 15, I want to say. I got a little distracted. I'm really enjoying building the roads. They do make it a lot easier, and
I've been incredibly distracted by all kinds of things in the game.
Yeah, I think once you open up a few more places to go as well, that happens. Because I found like once I opened up a few nodes, it's very easy to get a mission that takes you to this node, and then get a mission that takes you to this node, and so on and so forth. I do like the quick travel actually.
Oh yeah, the
if needed. Yeah,
there he is. I think initially though, for me, the very first thing in starting the game was just kind of like, holy shit, visually this is ridiculous looking. Like when it does that, like when you think it's like footage and then you're speeding across the terrain and then it lands on Sam and then he gets up, it's like, oh shit, that was all in-game rendered footage. And then the game just looks ridiculous. Like it runs. I haven't had any issues. Like
it runs so smoothly. There's no draw distance. It's You know what's really beautiful was like one time I was going through the night and the dawn came, and you looked up and you could see like the stars and the light changing as you're driving along. So,
it gets even crazier than that. There's some. I kind of posted a photo of it, but like you see like this weird. Some nebulous stuff in the sky or something weird. Like I took a photo of it, but yeah, there can be some. Like I was like walking in the dark, and then I turned around. I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck is that?" It's just off in space. It's just like this crazy. I was like, "Holy shit, that's cool." Yeah, there's some. Visually, and it runs great. I don't know. It's got to be the most realistic looking people I've ever seen in a video game. Like, yeah, it is pretty wild.
But the first one was pretty good, if I remember, especially for the PlayStation 4.
For sure. I just feel like I definitely noticed the ramp up.
Yeah.
It could also be that I played the original on my shit HD TV, and now I have this OLED 4K TV. That
True,
is
that
like,
might be some of it.
Also, but
your TV has my.
But I'm not the only one who's kind of talked about the visual fidelity of the game and just how, like, you know, Kojima Productions is just really like the Decima engine is a good engine, and Horizon is a good game. But it has a cartoony
Horizon
look to it.
Great, but yeah, it's like it does have a
kind of a.
It has a look, yeah.
Yeah, like it's not really real, and this is
kind of like Far Cry has that same kind of look. It's
right.
It's realistic but not realistic, kind of.
This is like you can just be looking out over the terrain and be like, "Wow, this looks like I'm looking out over fucking a real terrain." It's just like,
oh yeah, some of the terrain you're just like. I look at it sometimes and I'm like, I've been to places that look just like this, you know.
For sure,
like,
it's
it
wild.
Looks like Wales, or it looks like, you know, the Highlands of Scotland, or, you know, all these places.
So that was my really initial like, oh wow, I was really taken by the visual. Like no other games this current generation have really blown me away like that, and this one was like, oh wow, this is where the. You know, that's where the beginning of the uncanny valley between like actual real life people and this. Like this is the closest I've seen.
Yeah.
At least on a console anyway. That it's like, wow, this is pretty impressive.
Yeah, visually there's nothing I can fault this game on. It's like it looks great. I like how it zooms out and plays music when you're kind of very cinematic in places, especially at the start.
Yeah, it does it. I remember it does that in the original game, but not as much. Yeah. This game, they really lean into it a bit more. I don't know if you noticed that, but I do notice that it does happen. This happened quite a few more times in this game. Which I enjoy. That was always awesome.
Yeah, I know. Because the other thing it does is when it zooms out like that and it starts playing the music, you can kind of relax a little because you know nothing major's coming.
Crazy, yeah.
You can just enjoy the scenery and enjoy being in the world, and it's quite a nice little like minute-long break. You know, good music and just kind of like and look around. You know,
I think they last a little longer and they don't interrupt. Like you can't interrupt him as quickly as you did. Like the first one, it would happen, and then if you did something, it would kind of end. This one, it'll kind of lower the music. If you go into a menu, it'll lower the music, and you can do something and get out of it, and then it'll come back in. Like it knows that that's still a mood setter. I don't know. I thought that was impressive. It's like pretty cool.
Yeah.
The music's all very interesting. I'm still not sure. A lot of people have said that they think this music is better than the first game. I'm on the fence on that still.
Nothing's grabbed me so far.
Yeah, I mean...
That's why... I mean, it's not that the music's bad, but there's nothing that I've... Like, I feel like, I'm waiting for that track to come up again.
There was a Low Roller song that does one of those moments that I was like, oh, that's a cool song. But like, there's some of the other stuff's kind of really, there's some really kind of more out there stuff in this game. But no, it's still, it still works. So
it's still solid. Yeah, it works.
But yeah, the game, you're right. Like that kind of first, I guess if we call Mexico the tutorial level.
Yeah.
It does seem very like, oh yeah, we're just here, we're back in it again, we're doing the thing, and it all. But it's funny how fast it comes back to you. I thought I was gonna have a hard time, reacclimating myself with all of it, and that was not the case.
Sometimes I do find it there's a little too much going on, especially with all the messages that pop up, above you. I'm like, I could do with a bit less of that sometimes, and maybe I just need to switch them off, or because I find that sometimes that takes me out of the kind of enjoyment of being in the world.
There is a level of the first game I felt way more isolated in.
Yes, this definitely doesn't. You don't feel like you're making an isolated trek to somewhere that's never been...
Right. And when you connect a chiral network, then just it blossoms into this whole... And you can take the game offline and get none of that. That is an option. Yeah. That is a thing you can do. But the other weird thing in this one is that you can engage with some of those contacts that like you and create a chiral connector, like a chiral connection with those other players. Yeah. And then when they like your stuff, you like their stuff. And because like likes are kind of like XP in the game in a certain way. Yep. And so so part of me...
Speaking of which, have you lost any likes for running anything over?
Okay. I did. And I said, I killed a kangaroo.
Oh, did I?
And I was like, fuck that. And I restarted my last save. I save scummed, and I like restarted my last save because I had just left.
I just ran it over and kept on going.
No, I was driving and I tried to avoid it, and it jumped in again. It just like it had like a suicide wish. It wanted to die, and I was just like, come on. And so like I went back it was a real quick save because I had just left the save spot. And I came back, and I drove, and I saw him again, and I drove way around him. I was like, I'm not getting no suicide kangaroo.
Yeah, I did exactly the same. I ran over, and it's funny because, like, previously you've rescued a kangaroo.
Oh.
Well,
it's like...
I've rescued many a kangaroo.
Yep.
Yeah, I have rescued all kinds of animals. That's a fun thing to do within itself that I get
I haven't got into that yet.
But have you seen... One thing is killing them, but have you seen them die by timefall?
Ooh, no.
Yeah, so you'll see them out there, and then timefall will hit. They'll die. But you can go up to them, and then you can leave like a little hologram tombstone.
Huh.
And then you get a like for it or some shit like that. I forget, but yeah, it's. I was like, no. I was like trying to race to him. I was like, no, the rain's coming. I was gonna try and save him, and then he died. I felt bad. That one I didn't save, Scum. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah. Have you any interest in playing Death Stranding 2? Aaron, did you play the first one?
I I have I'm borrowing it from Jared. I put it downloaded my system. I just need to get up the time to do it.
It's time sync.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Especially
I have it downloaded
if you enjoy it.
Mhm.
So one thing I've found myself doing actually with Death Stranding 2 is I don't want the game to end. So I've actually not been sitting down and playing like 5 hours straight things. I've been playing like 1, 2, 3 hours at a time and switching it off because I'm like, I don't want this to be, I really want to savor it and enjoy it.
I don't think you have to worry about that.
I know, but
because I'm like 55 hours in. Like I am doing that thing where I'm getting everyone's like delivery status up to 5 stars and laying down the roads. And have you reached the monorail stuff yet?
Yeah, I did the first monorail.
So then you can get into that too, which is a whole nother fucking level.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for the second one, but the roads just, there's something really satisfying, especially as quite often they're like 3/4 of the way finished when you find them, so you don't need a lot of stuff.
And what's wild is I did no roads in the first game. I walked and I ziplined that entire game. This one, I don't know what it is, but I'm just like,
oh, the first one when you ended up back at the original area, that was when I had roads and I'd go into them.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, Scott.
Oh no, he's having. I guess he's having some techno issues.
Techno.
Oh dear.
He's a techno Viking.
Yeah. So So like the whole like driving thing is kind of new, but then I find that like this game is kind of feels like it's catered to that more a little bit this time around.
Yes, I know. Yeah. Again, it comes back to like the long distance. Remember, there's some missions where you had to fight through like 2 or 3 BT infested areas, and it was a steep rock face, and you were just so glad that someone had put like a rope or something.
He's here.
Oh, he did it.
He's here.
Good His internet works.
Yeah, but I also feel like in the first one, like you could avoid like this game. Well, I think another thing this game's doing is like the focus on combat is a lot more apparent. Like they even have missions where you have to do combat, whereas in the first game, it felt like you could just avoid all that shit. You just go around it. If there's a big thing of BTs, avoid it. This one kind of likes to put you. I mean, they've refined the combat. They give you a lot more fucking tools,
a lot more weapons
and shit to deal with it.
Okay,
but there's a level of I don't know. I really enjoy this game. There is a part of me that wishes it was more like the first one a little bit. So that's kind of where I'm leaning a little bit.
It doesn't have the moments of loneliness so far that the first one had.
Yeah, there's definitely. I guess it also maybe is a statement that like there's just a lot more people playing this one than the first one. Maybe also.
Yeah, maybe that's part of it.
But how about you, Scott? What was your?
Yeah, time to chime in. You ready for this? You ready for this?
No. What was your release? Well, I know that. Well, yeah, you can show that too. But what was your relationship with the first game?
Oh,
did you beat it?
I did not. I bought it on release day. I mean, I'm huge Hideo Kojima fan. Policenauts, Metal Gear, Snatcher. So I knew what to expect. I knew the Kojima world and like he pulls things under the rug and all those. So going into it, I knew straight off the bat it's going to be weird. It's going to be like something we've never seen before. And then, it's a walking simulator. Like it's so much more than that. Didn't finish it just because I stopped playing and then I jumped back into the game and I'm like, dude, I don't know the grips. I don't know the buttons. Like it's not just a jump up and play. Like you have to get very accustomed to like the controls. The Death Stranding 2, man, it is riding like a high speed bike with 6 different speed and all torque settings. I almost wanted to write it down because I was like, how the do you like cradle the baby? Like, how do I just like?
Oh, really?
Tell BB? How do I tell BB Pod like stop crying? I was like, what? I was hitting all the L's and R's and touch screens.
You hold down.
Like, it's like it's like a hold button.
You hold directional down and then you shake him.
But it wasn't something you can just like stop playing and then jump back in. Horizon Zero Dawn had the same problem. I was really into it. I got far, stopped playing, and I'm like, I can't just jump back into this. Like, you really gotta stick
You
with
gotta
it.
see it through.
I felt like this one was way easier to pick up. Like
Because we're used to Death Stranding 1. Yeah.
I know, but I haven't played Death Stranding. I
balance
haven't
is
played
easy.
Death Stranding 1 in so long. Like, not since it released. And so, like, I felt like everything came pretty
Really?
quick on
Okay.
this one. I was
feel
like,
the
actually, I was
balance
more.
on this is super easy. You just press L1.
Yeah, it's a lot easier on this one, I
L2
feel
and
like.
R2, and then
Yeah.
he grabs his braces and you don't fall over.
I was more lost like this year's with Monster Hunter Wilds, like that. Like I haven't played so much Worlds. Coming to Wilds, I was still just like, what the fuck. This one, I don't know. I feel like the picking up and playing it was so much easier than even the first Death Stranding. I felt like I don't know.
I was so bad at Death Stranding 1 that the very first mission is to carry your, like, unfortunately dead mom on your back to, like, the incinerator.
Right.
I dropped her in a river, and she's floating down the river, and I'm, like, toppling over, falling. So I was like, I'm so sorry. This is so bad. Like, I wish I streamed it because I'd look back and be like, that is, like, the worst gameplay you can have. But the second one, like... There wasn't that like slip and fall thing. Like the very first mission is just walk
Toned
forward.
it down a bit.
They did. They allowed for like double jumping. They allowed for like easier climbing. I think they did take note of people are just like toppling over with their luggage.
Well,
and
I think that also depends on like what difficulty you put it on. Because I think if you put it on brutal, it will add that level of stuff to it. I mean, obviously the enemies will be harder, but I think the balance mechanic I think gets more difficult too. And the time falls I think is more intense.
Yeah.
But how where are you and how many hours?
Yeah,
have you
how
put
many
into it?
hours in the now and what episode?
so last night I looked at the clock when I was like, oh, it's only like 12:01. It was 2:01 a.m. So I just fought the octopus boss. I'm chapter 2 or whatever. But I'm getting into the meat of the story. It started slower. Like I will say the Death Stranding 1, it throws you in like head first. You're like timefall, and then the music and everything. The second one is just like it continues. It's a direct continuation. We're not trying to like.
Yeah, I think that's
The
because
fans are loving it, but like if you're new to Death Stranding, like it really is gonna. It's not gonna be as fun.
I think what that is that there's a lot of I think with the first one we're all dealing with that like environmental or the world building storytelling.
Yeah.
So like that's why it feels like you're getting so much hit at you. Like what is all this garbage? This one we're just waiting for the actual story to happen. We already know why everything's so fucked up and weird, and like we're coming in with this baggage already.
Yeah.
And so like that's why I feel like it's slower. Like a slower burn, because you're right. Like we already know what timefall is. We already know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need that explained to us.
Dollman even explains at one part. It's just like, but you already knew that.
Yeah, right.
Of course, that just happened. Like the way he phrases it is just like, well, some of us didn't finish the game.
Dude, Dollman's
one
so
thing I
rad.
also noticed when I bought the game,
when
I got the game, I was like, oh, what's this Australian little duder? It's a Quora doing on the DLC.
That's a little image thing for one of your.
Yeah, but it threw me off because I was like, Australia?
Oh, I already
What's
knew
an
Australia.
Australian little toy doing in here? So the first time I saw one, I'm riding on my speed bike and I see this little thing hop across, and they're like, these things are native to. I ran that thing over so quick. I was like, I dealt with spiders earlier in the game. I'm not messing with it. I was like, I see something moving, I'm gonna like run it over. But it was like, you shouldn't. These are like native to Australia.
You missed it, but I ran it over.
I got a big thumbs down.
Yeah, I got a big thumbs down. Ian ran it over and then reloaded.
No. I didn't run that over. I hit a kangaroo. That's different.
You hit a full kangaroo.
Yeah.
Sorry, I hit a full kangaroo too, but
it came right at me, guys. I swear.
That's what I'm saying. I was like trying to dodge it, and it jumped. It was suicidal. It like jumped in my path, and I save scummed. I said, I am not killing that kangaroo.
And you feel so bad, you get like 100 thumbs down or whatever.
100 dislikes.
Really
like,
negative.
that.
Preservation.
I'm far enough in the game. I've saved like hundreds of kangaroos. I have delivered all these kangaroos to safety, and the fact that I killed one felt very disingenuous to my character that I had to save scum.
So did you buy the collector's edition to get your own BB, or where did the BB come from?
That's from his first one. That's from the first game, right?
The story in this, my friend Matt bought the collector's edition, and my girlfriend says, "What the hell?" So Matt, a friend of mine, bought the collector's edition because he wanted the briefcase, but he was dating a girl and she saw this thing and was immediately like, "No, just not in my house." So my girlfriend saw it earlier and definitely.
She's like, "No, not in my house."
It's also
it is understandable.
Passed over,
I get that.
Yeah, just a baby fetus encased in a.
But if you ever want to cosplay as Sam Porter Bridges, you got the
Sam Porter
fucking
Bridges.
main.
Yeah,
Well,
you
there
could
you go.
knock that out, Scott. You
But yeah, the game's wild. That
It is.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
to get it, I mean, I don't know. Like,
I'm thoroughly enjoying it and loving it, and I think I'm
Yeah.
probably going to platinum it because even when the story's done, I've found myself doing a lot of like side quest stuff that I don't normally. I'll mainline the story in a game, but in this one, I'm really enjoying just.
Well, there's one like find walking sticks. I'm like, I'll come back to that. There's no priority on finding
Yeah.
sticks in a river. Like, there's so many side missions. I'm like, give me a break.
what
man.
is
I'm
your main mode of travel, Scott?
foot?
Foot. How about
I mean,
you?
I have the little baby thing. I'm still. I played the first one enough that I should be able to figure this out. But like, everything I see, I'm gonna put in my back. I'm gonna backpack everything you see along the world. I'm not gonna just leave it, of course. But then what do you do with it? You like
as far as
drop it, you private locker it.
as far as spoilers go, we just don't want story spoilers. Do you care about mechanic
Game
spoilers?
spoilers, okay. Yeah, mechanics fine.
So, do you have the truck, Dave? Do you use a truck?
Oh yeah, I
truck.
found one out in the wild pretty early on actually before I had it and I could build them. So
there's an upgrade for them where it's an auto cargo grabber. So you drive around and it goes cha-ching, and it just grabs shit. So you just
I need that. Yeah.
It just like cha-ching,
Yeah.
cha-ching. It's like it's
Wait,
kind of,
did you beat it or you're just
no,
a
okay,
lot of
so
hours?
no, I have not. I have been so distracted. I mean, I have 55 hours in the game, but I am incredibly distracted. I am just
He's only at episode 7.
yeah, I'm at the end of
He's just
7.
saying,
Yeah, I'm just doing random shit. Like I just
Yeah.
and
I don't want it to end.
well, I'm also
No,
like
neither do I.
trying to get all their. Well, I have to go back to Mexico and get all their stars up to 5 because I like after I got out of Mexico, then I just kind of felt like, oh, now I'm here. Wow, I should go back at some point. I'll just do that when I'm done with the game. But in Australia, I've been trying to get everyone's things up, all their ratings up to 4 star or 5 stars. So I grab, you know, in my truck's grabbing shit, and then I was like, oh, I guess I'm gonna do a whole run of the whole Australia I've conducted so far, and so I drive, and then once
reverse cover.
no, that's cool. And then once
Ooh, I
once
should look.
once a place has gotten 5 stars, then I entrust the cargo to somebody else because I don't need to like deliver cargo to them anymore. So then I just entrust it. So if I pick it up, I just give it to like, here, go, and you get likes for that too. Trusting someone to deliver it.
So like the
Wow.
animal santry
That
or
makes sense.
whatever you
Yeah.
up and
I used to go take them. Now I just like drop them off and say, here, hopefully someone delivers you. But yeah, like the funny thing is like, you know, there was a koala up in the tree the first time I came across a koala, and it's like, oh shit, I need a fucking ladder. So I put the ladder on the tree and I go up the ladder and capture a fucking koala. I think it's funny when you capture the kangaroo, you like fucking body slam it.
yeah. I know.
You like
and you like
string it.
throw it down.
Well, you can't take any chances with a kangaroo.
Right, they can be
It's-
dicks.
It's pretty
I
funny.
understand.
It's pretty funny.
How are you guys doing on bosses? Because I am getting slaughtered. The octopus boss, I had to basically do the pretend I won.
Oh,
Which
really?
was a cop out, but
Oh no, I
it was
died.
just like knocking me around. I'm not getting any aim. Babies crying like crazy. I did
I
it just
just
because I was
shot
just
So I'm.
Yeah.
Are we all playing on normal? I'm playing on normal.
normal.
Yeah, I'm playing on normal,
Scott,
yeah,
I
whatever
just
it is.
the easiest way for it, just fucking throw those blood grenades.
Yeah.
That thing,
Yeah.
that just destroys it.
I just shot the glowy bits a lot.
I mean, yeah, there's that.
It is.
and shotguns would appear out of the ground, you know.
Yeah,
those-
you get fed.
so-
Those blood
You get
grenades
fed.
really destroy it, though. Like,
But
the,
I did
I find
die.
it cool. So if you choose the option for pretend I won, it does like an almost Metal Gear story mode where it's like Sam was last minute attacked and he dodged. But it was like a 3-piece explanation of how you won the fight. It wasn't just like game over.
Oh, that's
it
amazing.
was kind of cool that it
Congratulations, you won.
slide shit. Yeah, like
I mean,
this
that
is what
was
happened during the fight. And at the last minute, Sam chucked a grenade. I was like, at least they gave the courtesy of like, all right, if you give up, you at least have a story to go with it.
I found it took a while to beat it, and I died like 4 or 5 times, but I just kept on going.
I didn't die at all, guys. What?
It took me a while.
What?
It took me a while to figure out that I had to shoot the glowy bits. And not
Oh.
shoot anything.
I would just throw one of those grenades and then go, bah! And then I just shoot the shit out of it. Then I'd move to another place, throw a grenade, shoot the shit out of it.
Yeah, once I figured you just keep moving, and as long as you were moving parallel to it, or perpendicular to it, when it like went like this, and you avoid the tentacles.
What you do about BB? BB's like crying his eyes out during that fight.
You just fucking
too.
deal with
like,
it.
Yeah,
You just make sure that your blood bag pouch is full of blood bags. So because you have, and then you just run around and pick up grenades if you need them. But yeah, I prepared, made sure I had, usually when they give you a new weapon and then there's a boss, it's kind of a good idea to just use that weapon. So
like the grenade pistol that you get is really kind of cool. I like that.
Though I feel like there was a change made to the game when I played it at launch and to now, that the automatic machine gun did shoot bullets that rendered them, you could knock them out, but they wouldn't die. But now all of those weapons that I had that were like that all say live fire mode, and they will kill them now.
You can disable that. Someone classified it as a secret technique. I think it's like hold the buttons and then circle. You go from live rounds to rubber bullets.
So it's it's in somewhere in there that like I don't remember switching it ever, and like
it could have been sleight of hand just to
maybe. I feel like I played a bunch of the game and then I went away and there was an update. And then I came back to it, and it was like, why is everything live rounds now? Like,
yeah, you don't want that.
Well, I know, because then you kill them, and then you don't have to void out. They'll die. You just have to like incinerate. You have to carry them off to have them incinerated, which is like even more work.
Yeah, just void out's easier.
But
have you actually gotten captured? Have you gotten drugged down by the BTs?
I got voided out early on.
It's not as weird as the first one. The first one, there's whales flying and everything. This one's more of like it's just trying to hug you, which I felt just like it didn't have the same effect. The first one was scary as hell, man.
Have you been captured by just a camp?
Yeah. It was just a BT like snagged onto me, and this mud man just tries to hug you, and you got to like struggle him off. But
no, but have you been captured?
The whale.
Have you been captured by just like the mule guys?
Bandits? No.
Just the bandit guys? So they'll take you, they'll strip you of everything and dump you in like a junkyard.
Cool.
And then all your shit's gone, and you have to go find it. But it's like
we're all playing a different experience. I do like this.
They don't kill you. I thought they were gonna kill me, and they just knocked me out and took all my shit. And I was like, what happened?
Just kill me.
That's weird.
At least when you die, you can grab your shit.
Well, I get why they don't want to kill me, because they don't want to cause a void out.
Void out.
Yeah.
This is very
I
interesting.
voided out. I got a void out, and it's wild. Yeah, it leaves a big palm print on the map.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did as well. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't got that either.
So Dave and I are at the same like skill level where we've both like struggled on bosses and died at least once.
Oh yeah. I tell you, the most visually impressive piece I've seen so far, though, is there's like a flashback hallucination with fireworks.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, just the lighting on it and everything. It's just like, wow.
And the fact that this game does not have HDR.
Yep.
Or not HDR, ray tracing. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Is wild, because that scene, and it's been spoiled. It's been spoiled in some places.
Yeah.
But it's the reflections and the puddles and shit is ridiculous. It's like
I can't wait for that scene. Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
But then it was a very Metal Gear Solid boss fight.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Like this game is very much more Metal Gear Solid. Like,
It's
It
funny.
feels- yeah.
I didn't suffer on that like boss fight. I didn't.
oh, I didn't suffer either. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't die.
Yeah.
It was just like
just use the grenades.
pretty quick. Yeah, use the grenades, and you were like made it pretty simple.
It made me really hopeful for the new Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater if it has this level of graphics.
Yeah.
If they tweak it up to this notch, but
I mean,
they're not going to get Decima Engine. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
it's
not
like,
ever
we
going
don't
to
know. We don't know what that's gonna. Well, I mean, they could be using Fox Engine, I guess, because
Yeah.
Kojima still or Konami still owns that. So I don't know.
be. Yeah,
But yeah, the amount of just Metal Gear shit in this game is pretty wild.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the Rex flying around and the Snake character, and then the more of the combat, a lot more stealth combat. Like I didn't
even
stealth
this band,
I didn't
what was
stealth
it,
combat.
Sandstorm?
I didn't stealth combat at all in the first one. I just snuck around and just avoided.
Do you
I
have
got
to-
lucky on my first brigand fight. Was the Sandstorm, and I just went up and like, I would just say Metal Gear style,
Mhm.
snuck up and snapped the necks or whatever. But it did. It had the Metal Gear, like more than anything, the 5. I'm drawing a blank. What's Metal Gear Solid 5?
Oh, Phantom Pain.
Phantom Pain. Yeah, it feels like
Yeah,
Phantom
they
Pain.
say
tension.
Phantom Pain a few times. don't
Well,
they?
yeah. I mean,
They do.
have you met Tarman yet,
Yeah.
Scott? So like when he's introducing
Oh,
him
yeah.
about and he's
Yeah.
talking about his limb, it's like
Oh,
it's
Phantom
like
Pain.
a Phantom Pain, and it's like, wow,
Oh.
really?
Not even.
We're gonna go just use it? It's pretty wild.
It just sounds like something about a Family Guy. Like it's a Phantom Pain.
There are a few
Ah.
times where you're just like, really?
He's really leaning into it. It's like, okay, that's cool. No, it's fun. It is a lot more fun than the first one.
Yeah.
I also odd, I think. Like I always, and I guess there's some trade off there because I enjoy the first one because it was like
It's a lot more of a wild game.
wild and intense, and you're
Yeah,
trying to sneak around shit, and that shit when it attacks you is more intense because the combat isn't as good, and you're like,
Yeah.
you're trying to like, oh, I just want to get away from this. No. This one I
Yeah.
feel like, throw up a
Just go up.
grenade, pop,
Yeah, go
pop,
up and punch
punch
everything.
them. It's just like and that's still fun. It's different, but it's kind of funny how much more that's leaning into Metal Gear.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting.
I just
Mm.
I just don't want this game to end. That's really what it comes down to.
We
I was
just
hoping
keep-
no one else beat it. I was hoping everyone's in
No, I didn't beat it.
No.
dig into it mode, and that's how we should be. Is don't rush this game.
Well, I haven't
It's-
been rushing it. I was just like,
Yeah.
just on the off chance that I
You're
did beat
55
it.
hours. You're not rushing it. You're,
No, I'm not rushing it. I'm like really like I just today and yesterday I played it yesterday morning, but then I watched Superman yesterday, and then so today I've been watching Superman movies, so like I just kind of got sidetracked by things, and to rate things in my own head for a whole different for the Milkman and Reverend podcasting. I was doing a whole other stuff thing for that, so like. It's like that's fine. Death Stranding will be there. I'll get back to it. It's fine. I don't need to rush through this game. So, and not that I was rushing through it, but it's like, yeah, I don't really want it to end. And it's,
Right.
I mean, I'll just deliver random shit.
Yep.
I love the social part of it, even though it's so much louder this time. But I love it when people like my shit. Like, oh, that was really useful, and you see it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that, like, there's a bridge near, kind of before the it's on your way to the animal shelter. There's another hideout there, and I built this bridge across this river, and it's just got like thousands of likes, and it's just like, oh, that's cool.
It was worth the effort carting all the material up there to.
I don't know.
If you play offline, does none of that exist? Is that all
Right.
from the PlayStation Network?
Right. So if you're offline, you get none of
A
that
different
stuff
game.
in your. It's a totally different game. Yeah. Like if you want the most brutalist of experiences, you play it on brutal and you don't have it online, and then you just have this like isolating, which also sounds somewhat cool in a very different kind
Hard
of
mode,
weird
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Totally different type of game, I imagine, because there is a lot of noise. I wish because there was a good amount of it in the first one, but I feel like there is so much in this one.
I would love friends only, just the people in my inner circle to be like, here's Milkman with a ladder. I don't want like J-Dog, Ruffian 42
or
telling
like
me
Kevin
like,
Bacon
don't
mode.
eat here. Yeah.
You can be like it can be a friend of a friend, and that's as far as it goes, or free friends removed kind of thing.
I want the whole internet. Yeah,
Well,
I could turn
I
that
have
down
over 300,000 likes from people. So
that's a good ladder.
No, it's not just that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you guys really are aware of this aspect of it, but like when you go into your like ring menu and then you go to the social strand, there's like at first there's like the regular people that you deliver for. Then you tab over and then there's like photos. You tab over again. Then it's all the people that are playing in your like server, and you can make connections with them. You make connections with the ones that have liked you the most, and then you can like all their likes, and then it ramps up your likes. So like it's pretty. I've actually made Strand connections with you guys in the hopes that you come across some of my stuff in the world, but apparently you guys haven't. But because I don't think I'll come across any of your shit unless I were to go like back to fucking Mexico or some shit.
Yeah, I haven't paid. Actually, if you go back to the first bit, I did build a lot of roads, so you might see some of those.
I just got like no peace signs.
Oh, I was
the
doing
spiders
that.
and stuff.
The problem with
Just
that
for
shit,
fun, yeah.
you do get limited on your signs.
Ooh.
So like I was putting on roads, they have the little signs that speed you up when you run through them. It speeds you up.
I love those.
And I guess I put out my max of those. You can also dismantle people's shit. You're just like, I don't want this in the world. This is fucking awful. Let's get rid of this.
Just troll the whole.
Well, it's not just trolling, but like there was this one very early on when you first get to Australia, the first like the governors or the government thing. This guy built a bridge just on this random hill, or started to build a bridge, and it's like, what is the point of this bridge? This is like some dude throwing some stupid shit down, and it's a fucking eyesore. So I just fucking dismantled it. It's like, fuck this.
Nice.
Yeah, you're like, it's not going over a river. I don't need it.
And then I'll come to like a place like one of the like Fort Nod or something, and it'll be littered with like people's vehicles, and I'll get in them and I'll park them.
Valet parking.
I don't want them just randomly around. They're in my way.
Oh,
don't.
I've showed up to like 6 of them, just like a roller derby.
Yeah, so I'll park them all, and then it's like, okay, fine.
Yeah, I wonder if you could park them all in the loading area, and then it'd be griefing someone.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think it really works that way. I think ultimately it's just like trash. I don't think it really affects it too much. The negative aspect of it, I don't think you can really grief anybody, but it'd be fun if you could.
Yeah.
I think like in a year, this game is going to be drastically different than it is right now.
Yeah.
Like this is peak playing right now. I think it becomes a very different game.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at where I'm up to, and it said only 50% of the people that own the game are where I'm at, and I'm not that far in. Because, obviously you get trophies as you do episodes, and if you look at the trophy list, it tells you, like, what percentage of people have, reached that portion part of the game, so it's just kind of interesting.
Were you surprised that they killed the baby?
I didn't see. I mean, every preview you see, he's definitely got the.
I know that's a spoiler.
Yeah, it's still early in the game though. But like, to not play the game with this, it's not Death Stranding. Like even the first chapter, I was like, ugh.
What's gonna happen?
Fragile's just gonna babysit the whole game. Like Lou's just gonna sit there with Fragile babysitting. This isn't it. Yeah. This isn't Death Stranding.
Because you need your little. What's it called? The
Orca dot or Dink.
I found a site that sells those actual oxydoctrines or whatever. Yeah, I'll find the name, but you can buy the ring light of that. I'll post the link.
I've seen that. I've actually seen the ring light.
My ad was definitely aimed at like, yeah, he wants this. It's like they saw me playing the game. They're like, yeah, I want this.
What do you
Kinda
think of
do.
the? I don't think you were here for this, but what do you think of this music so far in this game versus the first game?
It's just as good. I mean, you have Low Roar, you have Carolyn Polchek, who I've met in person. She's an amazing singer. Like her voice is alien. It doesn't even sound human. It's so good. And then Churches. So the top 3 bands from the first one are just as good in this one. So it's more spread out though. As soon as I got the music player, bam! I started playing all the songs. I took a break and just like. I don't need to play the game. I just want to hear the soundtrack.
Well, I do think there's more. Dave and I were talking about this. I do think there are more moments though that trigger cinematic music moments in the game.
Yeah.
Versus the first one. But I don't. I think I still like the first so far. I think I still like the first soundtrack better, but it's still pretty good. I like the Woodkid stuff. That guy's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a new one to the series.
What else should we talk? I mean, I think once I do finally complete it and beat it, I'll do another episode. Because, like, obviously the ending of this game is going to be wild and crazy. And then we can just be crazy spoilers.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm really up on this game. It's
I'm really, really enjoying it. It's definitely meeting all my expectations, if not exceeding them. I think the only other thing I've noticed is the BTs don't play as big a role in it.
For sure. It is a very weird...
Yeah, at the start, it's like they're there in the world, but when I'm wandering around, I think there's only been one time where I've ended up battling them, if you know what I mean, the Watchers.
And there's only, like, really, like, not, like, main orders, but, like, the kind of basic orders, like the additional side quest orders, where they'll send you out into a BT area to do something, and then you just kind of have to sneak around. But, yeah, it's kind of wild that they've kind of neutered that. I don't know. It's interesting.
Maybe it comes back.
Like I don't have the fear that I had in the first one.
Oh, I know.
So,
I know.
Like I wanted to avoid any contact with them. Now it's just like chuck a grenade or like fire an MP bullet and they're out. Like,
well, not only that, but in this game, like everything goes red now, and it's like you just stay out of the red area.
It's too obvious.
Yeah, it's like in the first one, it was like the thing just started going crazy, and you're like, oh shit.
You're like it's somewhere around, and you've got to keep using your radar.
Yeah. Like, I do kind of miss that. Like being on edge thing. There is something about that it's like, wasn't that kind of a key factor? And I guess just a lot of people didn't like that, except the people that really like that game, which is weird. You're catering to people that didn't like a certain thing about the game, while the people that really like that aspect of the game, I don't know, don't get to have it. I don't know. It's interesting.
I think what's funny though is like I still enjoy the game that's there. If you know what I mean, for different reasons. It's like we talked about. It's like still an amazing game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very much so.
Now I've owned a PS5 for almost a year now, and this feels like a PS5 game. This is like, and when I owned a PS4, Death Stranding 1 felt like the system has maxed out. Like it's not going to go beyond this. Any sharper, cleaner, or ray traced, or this is peak. This is what I bought the system for.
And the fact that it runs this well on the base PS5 is like it's like I don't think I kind of was talking about Dave, but Kojima Productions doesn't get enough credit for like the whatever magic wizardry they're doing with this game. Like how come all the other games, it's pretty impressive. Plus, the turnaround on this game way faster.
6 years from the release of the first one to this, which is like, especially considering you're going across a generation.
I mean, you look at Horizon to the new other Horizon, like, I mean, it's not a bad game, but it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, they didn't look that different, did it?
Anyway. I don't know what else we want to add. I mean, we're talking about this fucking thing for an hour. So, anything else? I don't know. I mean, I'd say, what do we predict from the ending since none of us have beat it? But like, it's a very hard game to predict. I don't know where this is going. It's pretty wild. I don't think.
Yeah, because I remember the first one. Like, you meet Hartman halfway through, and he's just like, that's just a whole of a wild turn. So it's like I'm wondering what else this game's got in, because that's one thing about these games is they definitely
Well, you get to see Hartman again.
they throw in some weird characters though, and like weird, like just shit that you're like, wow, don't even know how you come up with that.
All right, Scott, have you made it to the animal shelter yet?
No.
Oh, okay. I was curious if that's a band or something. Like most of the time, oh my god! And then there's the data scientist, Scott. You're gonna have a field day with that one. Dave will
ran over an animal. That's the only experience with animals.
Dave will have a thing with that too, because it's the most. It's like, serious? This is what this is? Anyway, there's some weird shit. There's some like really, but I'm surprised I guess I haven't noticed as many cameos, or if they are, I haven't seen that, or they're, because like, you know, I don't know, I don't recognize them. They're either like more deeply ingrained with something that I don't understand, or I'm too old for. Because I got the Conan one, I got the director of what is the Kong Skull Island movie was in the other one. There was just other things that I knew about.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people. Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. I was just curious. The animal shelter group looks like a band, but I'm not sure if they are or not.
Yeah.
I'll follow up. That's the thing. I mean,
I
later on,
Google it.
people are like, "Oh, if you go in the hot springs and look at the stars, you can see Hideo Kojima." Like, I want to find that naturally. I'm sure if I really wanted to find all the cameos and Easter eggs, people have already played through the game multiple times.
They did something crazy with hot springs. Enjoy that.
I'm also looking forward to it. Yeah.
So much, it sounds like. My goodness.
No, this game is just mechanics on top of mechanics on top of just like, fuck it, let's just go for it.
On top of Easter eggs that are just wild.
And then, I mean, Dollman's wild. Like this.
Oh, Dollman is awesome, yeah.
Did you... I don't know if you guys are at that point either.
Just the way he's animated, though.
Yeah,
like,
you'll get a song, and then he'll say he really likes that song.
No.
And if he says that, play the song. It'll be in your private room.
Oh, I think he has, but I never played the song.
Oh,
so.
Well, I recommend playing the song.
I will wait. I'll listen out for him to say he likes it.
Well, if he's already said it, he might do it anyway now. But anyway, just don't miss that opportunity. That's all I'm saying. It's fucking wild. It's also a trophy, so that'll get you guys to do it.
Oh, yeah. I definitely think I'm platinum this game.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
Really
it didn't need a trophy because it's like, what is happening? I think you're really close to it. So
yeah,
because it's pretty early on in the game. Yeah,
beat the octopus and then I called it a night. Oh, I didn't beat the octopus. I imagined that it literally says press triangle to pretend you beat the boss. Like it was a cop out, but I was just like,
demeaning is that?
It's so late. I was just like, I'd already died 6 or 7 times, but I wanted to see it. But
press triangle to pretend you beat the game.
Press X to platinum.
Sometimes.
Pretend that you have the platinum.
Yeah. Pretend to platinum.
Sometimes.
That'd be hilarious. It's just another gold trophy. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll take it.
All right. Any final thoughts before we move on?
Epic trophy.
We should do a Death Stranding. Everyone's beaten it. Thoughts once we've all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Once
I would love to do like a recap. Just kind of come back and
full on spoiler. Just
spoil it up.
Yeah.
I'm thinking a month or 2 from now. The way I'm playing it, because it's like,
same. Yeah.
It's especially if I do an Ian and get distracted. Because I mean, Ian's only 1 episode, maybe 2 episodes ahead of me, and he's put in like 3 times the number of hours.
Yeah, September, guys.
Oh yeah, I mean, I want to have it beat before October because I want to play Ghost.
Yep.
That's like October 2nd, so like I plan to have it beat by then. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That's like kind of my game schedule. Is like, I'll just keep playing it till it needs. Like I finally beat Assassin's Creed Shadows just before. It's like, okay, I gotta put in the time and finish this. and then okay, I
Yeah.
beat it. I can now buy Death Stranding 2. That's kind of where I'm at in games. It's like buy it,
Yep.
play it for months, beat it for the next one. Anyway, all right, cool. That's been some basically Death Stranding 2 kind of a preview of what our impressions of it. We're all in varying different times in the game.
I don't think I have pretty much anything really negative to say about it. Like I'm really enjoying it. The mechanics are great. The graphics are great. The sound's great. The story is interesting. I mean, it's definitely for me right now. It's definitely sitting very high.
I will say this. It's not surprising to see how positive all the reviews are for it. Whereas the first one was a bit more, polarizing. It's not surprising because it, like I said earlier, it is a lot more fun to play than the first one. But I'm not sure that's, those are but it's two different things. Like, I might not have had the most fun with the first one, but it was definitely an experience I value very highly. So there are two different things going on here. But anyway, it's reviewing really well. It's like the highest rated Sony exclusive this year.
Everything I've played, everything I've experienced in it so far, it's like it's a 9 out of 10 for me. But obviously,
it could screw the pooch.
Yeah.
Does that mean you're going to play Death Stranding 1, Aaron?
Yeah. I have it downloaded on my PlayStation, and I just need to get back in there and do it.
Do it.
Yeah, the director's cut's on PS Plus, right?
I don't know, actually.
Or Epic Games. They gave it away free a year
Epic
ago.
Games.
I remember that. This is a really surprising freebie.
Well, let's do some couch co-optionals and get out of here. Has anyone want to start with something? Dave, got something?
I don't know if anyone's watched Fubar on Netflix.
I've seen the first season. Haven't watched the second.
Season 2, it's stupid, but it's fun.
Arnold?
Yeah, Arnold and what's the name from
Fortune.
The Matrix?
Carrie Ann Moss is in it. Fortune,
Carrie Ann Moss,
the stand-up comedian, is in it.
Yep, just really enjoy it. I'm enjoying it. It's just entertaining, good.
The premise is Arnold is a CIA operative, and then somehow his daughter has also become a CIA operative, and they didn't know that. They didn't know each other were operatives until they meet each other in the field, and then comedy ensues.
Yeah. But yeah, so far I'm really enjoying the second season. I'm about halfway through. So.
Yeah, the first season ends on like a wild.
Yep.
Fucking wild episode. Anyway, how about you, Aaron? You got something?
Well, I did watch the movie Head of State yesterday with Idris Elba and John Cena. Oh my God! It is like, what is happening here? Like, Air Force One goes down. They're trying to get to a safe place in Poland area, and just all sorts of shit happens. And of course, Idris Elba's character, the Prime Minister of Britain, and John Cena is the President of the United States, and they're just like butting heads the entire time. And it's just like, okay, this is interesting, and it's like, what is this? But you can't stop watching. So it's on Amazon Prime, so I recommend watching it. So it's pretty good.
Nice.
I mean, it's goodish, but yeah, it's definitely worth watching.
How about you, Scott?
Ninja Gaiden.
Oh,
I beat it.
I've never heard of it.
Beat it. No, it's
me.
There's like Nintendo hard, there's Kaizo hard, and then there's just this BS where, man, it was.
You can speedrun that really fast though, can't you? Like a half hour.
Yeah, I actually stream. Like I started, I think the first ever speedrun I started watching someone play a game for 8 hours a day on their entire Twitch stream was Ninja Gaiden. It's just so entertaining to watch someone like perfect jumps, pixel perfect attacks. They actually hold a Nintendo controller. The way they hold it is like parallel. So they're doing their left and right this way, and then they're up and down. Like they're leaving the controller on a desk and twiddle fingering it. Well, I beat it. I beat it myself, and then I played Ninja Gaiden 2, and I beat that. But the third Ninja Gaiden, is limited continues, and I'm not about to play the like 5 continues and your game is over. I walked away, but it was so satisfying to beat it, because as a kid it would just be like, oh, this game's great, it's fun. I can't ever do it. Who's ever going to beat this game?
Right.
Like Battletoads is a walk in the park. Ninja Gaiden.
Wow.
I mean,
Get outta
Battletoads is not a walk in the park.
It's
Even with the Game Genie, I could never beat it.
Yeah,
So.
with Game Genie.
Landmines.
Yeah.
Walking in the park with landmines, trap holes, and
alligators. Yeah, who else?
Yeah. And moats that are full of hydrochloric acid.
It's in the top 10 of like the hardest games I've ever beat, but I'm satisfied to walk away and say,
Awesome.
yeah,
Well, congrats.
did it. Thanks.
Well, there you go.
And he wants to, and he's basically saying that you guys should, like, play Ninja Gaiden, punch yourself in the scrotum over and over again.
It's self-harm.
It's joyous.
Yeah.
It's definitely self-harm to.
It's so
try
good.
to
I
beat
gotta punch myself in the nuts.
So, my couch co-optional, I was gonna do this one thing I didn't really want to until Aaron said head of state, and then it reminded me of this YouTube channel.
Huh.
Well, I watched some of Idris Elba, and for some reason, Idris Elba and John Cena, some of their press tour stuff. Like, it just came up, and I was like, okay, I'll watch this. And it's American breakfast versus British breakfast.
I watched this.
It is the most chaotic fucking thing I have ever seen in my life. Like, John Cena is off, like, out of control. Like,
Yes.
he is just cock this, cock that, my big balls. It's like wild. So there's the first episode with both of them where they're doing American breakfast.
Yeah.
And then the second episode where it's the British breakfast. Idris Elba couldn't make it, so it's just John Cena. And it's hilarious, but it's just like, it's so off the chain. Like, it's just wild. Like,
And he's in this too. Yeah.
it's just like wild. Anyway, the YouTube channel is Jolly. They're these two British lads, and they just do that kind of shit. Like, they trying American barbecue for the first time.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just started deep diving their whole fucking YouTube channel, and then they got the whole like, we give British high schoolers American snacks or all this other stuff. So I went down there. I know it's old and it's been around for a while, but I just started watching it. They do an episode on like, we spent $500 on Spam. They bought all this fucking different types of Spam and imported it to the UK. And there's like some wild, there was pumpkin spice Spam. Like,
wait, what?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not breakfast.
Yeah. Anyway.
I tried Spam. It's not bad.
Anyway, all kinds of
Pumpkin
videos.
spice?
But yeah.
That's
It was
delicious.
limited edition. It cost them like $190 or something to get a can of it. Anyway, but yeah, the first thing I saw with them was the John Cena Idris Elba thing, and that's what Aaron made me. Anyway, Jolly is a fun YouTube channel that I've been watching, and
Yeah,
I
I've
enjoy
watched
it.
it.
It's kind of funny. But yeah, if you want something crazy, like John Cena is just out of control. Like, I don't like. It's like, man,
Yeah, he
is fucking annoying,
into
but it's
it, yeah.
wild. It is wild. It's like,
I can see that. Yeah.
anyway, so yeah, that's my couch co-optional.
Yeah. I didn't realize it was for that movie until like Aaron mentioned it. Then. I was like, why did they have
That
John
tr-
Cena in
that triggered it
Idris
for me.
Elba? Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, that's it. That's our episode. We are the Couch Co-op. We do podcast video game stuff on
And play Death
YouTube.com
Stranding.
/Milkman Pictures. Watch us, share us, comment with us. You can also find us on all podcasting platforms. Wherever you get your podcasts, we will be there. I want to thank Dave, Aaron, and Scott for joining me here on the couch. For Couch Co-op, I'm Ian, reminding you to please be excellent to each other. Wild stallion.
Baby stallions.